You must have been eager to tell us all the injury information when you came busting.
Well, I can tell you who will be out. Dennis and Myers are both going to be out, so the other guys are questionable, and we'll give them up till game time.
Has Darnell cleared from protocol yet, or is he still in protocol?
I believe he's still in protocol.
Got a plan for Bakhtiari? Is it as far as Sunday or next week, or what are you thinking there?
Yeah, we've got a plan. We're going to keep that plan in-house for now.
That has to be done by tomorrow afternoon if you do something right.
Yeah.
Given Preston's track record, Bill had the story that he got one of the longest consecutive game streaks, never missed a game, 102 I think it is. Does that make you more or less, or more likely to think that maybe he'd play, or does that not factor in at all?
As hard as it is, you try not to let that factor into any decision that you make. Certainly, he's an important part of this football team, and you want him there for the long haul. So you never want to put a guy out there, and put him in greater jeopardy to do more harm. So it's solely going to be based upon how he's feeling. I do think he's come a long way, but we'll see how he feels on Sunday.
I didn't mean play because of the streak. I meant his history of playing make it more likely.
Oh, absolutely. You always feel confident that you can count on P and that he'll be available, and he's done that throughout his entire career, obviously.
It seems like you've got a lot of guys this week that might be on that fence, that might be tough calls instead of an easy yes or no. With what's coming up, not just opponent, but just the fact that you've got 2 games in the next week, does that factor into some of these close calls at all, since it is a long season?
Again, you try to focus on what's right in front of you, and try not to let what is to come factor in too much into the decision. But I think you also you got to weigh everything in terms of making those decisions.
How did Whitney look at I know Joel said yesterday that he wasn't in the meetings yesterday, so how's he looked on his very brief time here?
Yeah, he looks like a guy that can still play, so we'll see where he's at in terms of just the knowledge of the system and whether or not we can use him on Sunday. I know he's working really hard at it. He and Mike have spent a lot of time together, and then I know that he's been studying hard on his own. But he's everything that we had hoped for.
How much more of the plan does Jalen maybe have under his belt, having another week, here and learning the scheme than he did a week ago? I know he debuted in Chicago, but just how much more comfortable does he seem?
Yeah, I would say much more comfortable. I think those guys have worked hard. Again, anytime you get these veterans in here that have a foundation, it's more or less just trying to flip some terminology for them. So I think he's done a really nice job he's a smart guy, just picking everything up and knowing what to do.
All right, let's go to Zoom. Sarah, go ahead.
Yeah, just one, P40.
Hi, Matt. In your first 2 years, the jet sweep, the jet fake, the jet motion was a really big part of the offense. Not saying you're not still doing it, but it seems like there's less of it this year, and I'm wondering what the thinking is there.
It's a week by week kind of decision that we make in terms of how we're going to attack. I do think when you look at your personnel, that definitely plays a factor into how much you do with that. So, but that's something that we're always kind of looking at and deciding how much to do in each particular game.